The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40.
And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one complete to Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And Viking fans always remember that Kyle Rudolph held down the tight end position for the better part of a decade. But Irv Smith was drafted in the 2nd round in 2019 as his eventual replacement. And that time is now. A first down catch there for Smith.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 27, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Barr able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
K.J. Osborne.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Hard throw, incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Newton.
We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020.
Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
On second down, Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a run with Cook. And he's got room. The 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
59 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook,
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do anything. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Vigil showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. He finds his man, complete. That's more.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well.
And he works free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Newton on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a 2nd quarter onside kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now Cook running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Smith catches left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On the handoff, it's Madison. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
They'll set up a throw. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to